What's up, family? Renee Box Young with you guys, and I just want to reflect, give my reflection and post fight reaction with Bud and Brooke, and I thank everybody for subscribing, all the new subscribers, all the ones, the family who has been with me since day one, everybody who has been chopping it up with me in my lives and stuff like that, man. I love it, having a ball with you guys all, you know what I'm saying? And remember to like and subscribe, those who are just jumping in or checking this video out. All we do is talk boxing here in this platform, open platform for the sport of boxing, for the love of boxing. And I just want to give my reactions about the fight. Everybody knows, Bud showed up and showed out, man. Congratulations to Bud Crawford on an amazing win against Brook. It's what we've been saying. I'm saying what I've been saying, what other people have been saying. Not too much though, because a lot of people were inclining towards Brook, thinking that he was going to come and do give a big fight. And it's what I've been, I've been saying that this fight wasn't going to be as competitive as many thought. I've been saying that on my platform, my lives and stuff. And it is what it is, man. Bud is on a different level. He's levels above Brook. Brook is I don't want to say the word, washed up, but you guys saw it, man. So, to each his own opinion, but, our eyeballs can't lie. And I'm saying what we saw, it is what it is, a performance that Brook gave. I hope the best for him, man. And as far as going against Bud, I just didn't see much from Brook before this whole build-up, man. Nothing swayed me, the interviews with him or whatever he said, being in shape, that didn't sway me, you know what I'm saying? But not taking anything away from Brook, you know what I'm saying? But he did well. I guess whatever. But it is what it is. Okay. Hats off to Brook. For taking the fight at least, But yeah, I wish the best for him. But Bud, amazing performance, and y'all saw it. But what I want to focus on a little bit in this video is trying to do something new, record myself. I'm just chilling at the crib, man. I'm just chilling, man, and want to give a little post-fight reaction, but I want to focus on what Bud said in the interview. He was interviewed in the post-fight from media, and he wants Pacquiao, and again, something I've been saying constantly is that we're not going to see. It is what it is, man. For one reason or another, we're not going to see Spence versus Bud. I'm looking ahead of that. I've said that some time ago on a live session I went, on. I went live, I don't remember, a couple weeks ago. I said, I'm looking past that. So, and he said out his, Bud said it out his own mouth. He talked about fighting Pacquiao, which is obviously, he didn't say this, but we know it's for the money. It's a big money fight. And I don't see that either. Check this out, guys. I don't see that being a big mega fight because, Pacquiao, the time's ticking. I've been saying that also. I've been saying that he should retire. And then shortly after I said that, in a video, I'm not saying because of me, of course not. I'm a small platform, but, you can just see the writing on the wall with a lot of these things. Freddie Roach came out and said that, the time's ticking on Pacquiao, man. By the time, if they do, as far as Bud and Pacquiao fight, I don't think Pacquiao's at his 100. We all know that. He's not in his prime anymore. So, it would be interesting to watch. So I'm not saying it wouldn't be. Pacquiao, he always comes to fight. Great fighter. I got nothing to say about that. You already know. But, I just want to focus on what Bud was saying. So his eyes on Pacquiao. And, the media members or whatever talked about, who do you want to fight next? And Bud, and Bud said something along the lines of, if he's not going to be calling out, all these fighters, Spence, blah, 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 all these names, because we want him to, and it's funny because, Bud's perspective is more, it's interesting because Bud's perspective is more, the fans got to do all that. And, it's just a different perspective that he has, man. Bud has a different outlook on things, you know what I'm saying? And even a media member responded to him saying, you know what, we've been clamoring for this. We've been clamoring for the big fights for you, Bud. And Bud is like, you guys got to keep doing it. So that's just his point of view, man, of seeing things. I'm not knocking him, but it is going to affect his legacy in welterweight division. Up to now, he has no legacy. That's just my personal opinion. All due respect to Bud. I respect what he says. I respect what he said in the post fight press conference or whatever it was, whatever you want to call it, right? The interviews, they were interviewing him, and he was standing up. There was no table or whatever you want, whatever. But so he was saying that, along the lines of, it's the fans that got to keep pushing for the fights. Isn't that weird? Or isn't that kind of it's an interesting way of seeing things, how he sees things. I mean, just it is what it is. I mean, it's just I got to respect it. He's a man, so but it's not, but it is going to affect his legacy. I mean, it's not, his so he don't have a legacy in the welterweight division. But I mean, but I mean, he has accomplishments. I'm not saying he has nothing. No, he has accomplishments. He has the belt, but and I respect. Now he did talk about, also it's interesting because he did talk about why he doesn't go on interviews for certain platforms. Is because in his point of view, he's being disrespected. That people are talking, are offending him. As far as this whole situation of him in the welterweight division. So I mean, he has a unique way of seeing things. I'm not knocking it. I mean, it's just way of seeing that his way of seeing things. That his way of saying things is that he's been being, slandered for not fighting the top competition in the welterweight division. That's like kind of what he's saying. You guys already know that interview he had some time ago where he even thought he felt offended from the reporter there. He said, you're hating on me or whatever. I don't know what he said, but so yeah, it's just his way of saying things, man. We got to respect it, you guys, as fans. I'm a fight fan, um, and I got nothing else to say concerning that. I respect Bud's opinion. He's a great fighter, man, and well, but it's unfortunate. That's the thing here. I'm thinking here. It's unfortunate that Bud Crawford. I don't think we're gonna see. His skills really, really put to the test in the welterweight division. We're not going to see that, I don't think. And if it is, it's going to be with one fight, and he's out of here. I mean, the clock's ticking on him too. There are a lot of names in the welterweight division. He's not going to fight them all. He's not even going to fight nearly all of them. So I think he's just going to fight maybe Pacquiao. And the deal was sealed, as you guys know, or maybe not, whatever, right? I've been talking about this time and time again, repeating about it. That remember, Bob Arum was interviewed on Blue Blood. Shouts out to our guy, Blue Blood. And Bob Arum was talking about that deal was sealed for him to fight Pacquiao in Saudi Arabia or something like that. And Bud alluded to that. He talked about that. Mentioned that, brought that out to light, and he said that it was going to go down. It was 95% ready, but for the pandemic and all this blah 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 happened, couldn't go down. So, I see that possibly happening. Him going against Pacquiao, which would be an interesting fight. But I don't want to break that down right now. But I mean, it would be an interesting fight. And after that, that's what I'm saying here. I don't think he's going to be fighting big names really in the welterweight division. Competition. When I say big names, it's competition, tough competition. In the welterweight division, probably fight Spence in 2022, like I've been saying, probably. But don't expect, big fighters out there, you guys. I mean, hopefully he fights Porter and all these guys, but I don't know. But we just got to respect Bud, man, and he's a man. He's not a kid. He knows what he's doing, and but it's going to affect his, reputation in the welterweight division. But, man, those are my thoughts, you know what I mean? I mean, that's his way of seeing things are different. We got to respect that, you know what I'm saying, as fans and as fans of the fight game. But it's just kind of complicated because I mean, Bud's the one who he feels it not necessary to call out fighters anymore. He said, I already called them out, and now it's the fans. They got to do it. They got to keep pushing for this. And I think it's the other way around, isn't it? And the media was also asking them, it's interesting, man, asking the questions that we're all asking. I mean, that don't you? They said something along the lines of, asking Bud, don't you feel like you should promote yourself more? I mean, it's things that we all see, and I mean, I think that's the right thing to do, because, and isn't it sad? Isn't it sad because Top Rank is not doing their job, man? Recently, the president of Top Rank, I made a video on that, I think, or I mentioned that, sorry, on a live, that the Top Rank president saying that their job is to promote, make him a star, and the job is not. We don't see that being put to fruition. It's not happening. Top Rank is doing a bad job in promoting Bud, and the media, they're asking him, shouldn't you promote yourself more? Saying that to Bud, isn't that sad? Isn't that sad? I mean, promotional companies, that's another story, but they're just not doing their job with Bud. It's sad, man. And Bud is like, you know what? You guys got to keep pushing for the fights. That's just a weird, I don't know, man. I say weird, I said it twice, but that's just a unique way of seeing things. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, he's revealing himself, how he, what he thinks, and I respect it. But, I mean, there are consequences to it. I mean, that's the thing. And then he shouldn't be, mad or because of the boxing community criticize him of these things, and he takes it as hating. He's taking it as boxing community slandering his name. I include myself because I mean, I've been criticizing him in a coherent fashion. I mean, I'm not hating on him. I mean, he's a great fighter, but that's why that's his answer to why he doesn't go on interviews and on a lot of these platforms, because according to him they're hating on him. So but man, hey, he took Brook out. Like I said, it wasn't going to be competitive as I thought, and I called it 60-40. I think it was on I don't remember what platform. I like to go on their platforms and put my viewpoints apart from me going live and speaking it, but I gave a 60-40 possibility, or whatever you want to call it, of Bud taking him out, and exactly what it was. It looked like it was a 70-30 now after I look back, but man, I don't know where all this hype came from, Brook, with all the community. I don't know, man, but it is what it is, man. I respect everyone's opinion. But man, Renee Box Young, thanks so much, man. I just want to get my personal reflection on these things. Post-fight reaction, I guess you can call it. I'm not going to talk about the technique and all that stuff. Other platforms do all that. I mean, but I want to get my focus a little bit more on what Bud said, after the fight. So it is what it is, man. We'll see what's next for Bud, man. Renee Box Young, like, subscribe. Trying to do something new. Expect other things to come on the platform as far as, upgrading things. It's going to be cool, man. So thank you guys, everybody who's been with me since day one. New subscribers, everybody, man. Like, subscribe. Go ahead and share this. It's all for the love of the sport of boxing. Renee Box Young. Peace out, fam. Stay safe.